going on, Jerome? So Minnesota Vikings general manager adofo-mensah has been absolutely cooking up a storm, and the Vikings now have 2 first-round picks, so they are in striking distance of trading into the top 3. Could be imminent. I feel like if the Vikings trade into the top 3, they could do it right now. Hell, maybe something gets done over the weekend. If they trade up to 5 or the unlikelihood of 4, probably happens on draft night, just so that they can make sure that they box out the Giants, potentially the Broncos. Who knows? But the Vikings are in a perfect spot, the catbird seat, to potentially trade up and secure their quarterback of the future. Now, what's going to happen? Say that Caleb Williams goes 1 to the Bears. Likely. Say that number 2, the commies go with Jaden Daniels. Number 3, maybe the Patriots trade for Justin Fields. Maybe they get an offer from the Vikings they simply cannot refuse, and they feel like they're a quarterback away. They could also swing around and get a quarterback at 11-23 or in the second round, and they're like, okay, let's do some business with the Vikings, and then enter North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Drake Maye secured with the Minnesota Vikings. Of course, the connections between him and new Vikings QB coach Josh, not Luke McCown. They go way back like chiropractic. Josh coached Drake. Was that like a show, Josh and Drake? But Josh coached Drake in high school back in the day. Started him over his kid, which kind of says a lot about Josh McCown, because I feel like most jabronis just take like coaching jobs just to make sure that their kid plays. It's great, man. Also, reportedly from Alec Lewis of The Athletic, reported this earlier in the month, the Vikings adore Drake Maye. It's beautiful times, man. Now, before we get into it, I'm not going to say that people who are comparing Drake Maye to Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder, oh, he's just another Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder, that's all he's going to be. I'm not saying that people who are comparing Drake Maye to Trubisky just because they both went to North Carolina or number 10. I'm not saying that they're stupid, right? I'm not saying that they're stupid. I'm just saying that it's kind of lazy scouting, maybe biased scouting, and a little stupid. That's all, man. But, I mean, Drake Maye is 21 years young, a redshirt sophomore, 6'4", 230, former 5-star from Charlotte. And his brother Luke and Bo played for the UNC basketball team. So that's why I remember Luke Maye. Like, Luke Maye was a bad dude, man. Right, but his bust-out season was 2022, 43-21 passing, 38 touchdowns, 7 picks. Wait a minute. 38-7 touchdown-interception ratio? I twitch. Also ran for 698 and 7 touchdowns, and he probably would have been in the mix of the number 1 overall pick if he was able to declare as a redshirt sophomore. Probably same thing with Caleb Williams, but he returned 2023. Now, they did lose some weapons at North Carolina, and if you watch the offense, I mean, Mac Brown definitely put a lot more on Drake Maye's plate, and yeah, I mean, Maye did force some things at times. He did try to create things at times, but I mean, so did Caleb Williams at USC. It is what it is. 2023, 3608 passing, 24 touchdowns, 9 picks, 449, and 9 touchdowns on the ground. Scouting report from LanceZerline.NFL.com. Challenging evaluation with top-flight measurables and tools, but inconsistencies that create a lower floor. Maye's size and arm talent jump off the tape immediately. He can make every throw, but he will try to make throws that shouldn't have been attempted. The gunslinger mentality creates a fearlessness that can turn into interceptions, but it'll also allow him to win in tight windows and make splash throws that get crowds and evaluators on their feet. He leaves too many throws on the back shoulder or hip and needs to learn when to take some sauce off the throw to make it more catchable. There is an undeniable energy to Maye's game that can create momentum or turn chaotic when plays come off schedule for him. The combination of traits and tape make him a boomer bust prospect who might need patient management and coaching to help shepherd him towards his potential. And that's exactly what he will get here with the Vikings. You got McCown in place. You have Kevin O'Connell in place. And also, you have Sam Darnold in place. Because if the kid's not ready to start, they can rely on Darnold as the bridge quarterback, even though Kwesi says he hates that word, for the 2024 season as they progress and grow and show with Drake Maye. And you know, the boomer bust element is certainly there, but he's got that arm, he's got that killer instinct, and I love that he's got the Sam Cassell brass ones, man. Like, he is not afraid to make a throw, and I think that's something that cannot be coached. That's something that cannot be taught. Either you have it or you don't. And Drake Maye is absolutely a gamer. Now, I mean, a lot of comparisons have him and Josh Allen. I think that he could be the best parts of Josh Allen. A lot of comparisons between him and Justin Herbert. I think that Maye is an amalgamation of Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. I truly do believe that. But also, I mean, Kevin O'Connell. I feel like Kevin O'Connell, tall, big arm, gunslinger. Maybe didn't always have the touch in the world. Great mobility as well. I think Kevin O'Connell sees a little bit of himself in Drake Maye, and maybe he'll be like one of those hockey parents. We're just like, son, you need to get out there on that ice and fulfill my unfulfilled dreams, or something like that. I'm not letting my kids play hockey, mainly because, well, one, they have no interest, even though we live here in the great state of Minnesota. Number two, the wife hates hockey. Number three, I don't want to give up our weekends where we're literally just driving around the metro looking for ice time. Oh, hey, they have games at 6:30, 2:20, and 9 p.m. because ice time is rare. And then little Johnny's on the third shift. No, ain't doing it. Ain't doing it, man. But it's going to be May. That's what we're going to do. All right, so I think that the Vikings have a lot of great options, and I think that trade that Kwesi made today gives the Vikings all the ammunition in the world because they can offer something that the other teams can't. 2 first-round picks in this year's draft. Everyone can offer future first-rounders, yes, but 2 first-rounders in this draft, immediate value, immediate impact. The Giants can't do that. The Broncos can't do that. The Raiders can't do that. The Steelers can't do that. So let's go. Let's go, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Drake Maye, draft profile. You guys are the best. It's a beautiful Friday. You know what to do. Skol. Production value.